So your doctor finally says to you, I can't help you anymore. How do you process that? You've gone through surgery twice, scans, hip injections, physio, hydrotherapy where the pool was filled with skin flakes. Yeah, that was a very dark time. More physio. And now we've come to a point where there is not much that can be done. How do you actually deal with that? So I have a condition, I don't really talk about this one as much as I do with lupus, but it is called bilateral femoroacetabular impingement, or FAI for short. Basically, I have hip pain. It's painful to walk a lot of the time. Sometimes I need a walking stick, and I have a very rational fear of turning corners too quickly, and anyone with hip problems knows exactly what I'm talking about. I've been investigating the reason why I'm in pain for a very long time when it comes to my hips. At first, different departments didn't believe I had a hip problem. They said they couldn't see anything in the scan. They tried to blame it on my back. They tried to blame it on lupus, but eventually got to a place where there was something wrong, and I've had 2 surgeries and it was confirmed that I have this condition. Unfortunately though, the surgeries didn't really work in the way that I would have hoped. I'm probably better than I was before I had the surgery. I have days where I walk really well and I am not experiencing much pain on my right hip, which is where I had the surgery. And I have days where I'm bad enough that I actually have to use a walking stick, which I finally come around to using in public. That wasn't my hopes for what happened. I wanted to be able to come out of surgery and be fine and be pain-free and be able to do sports and all these things without having to feel pain, and that has not been how it worked out, unfortunately. Actually, there is not much they can do, and it's not even like I'm angry with them. It's not even like it's their fault. I understand it from their perspective. My hip issue is not severe enough that I need a hip replacement, and to be honest, they don't like doing hip replacements on people of my age because you're going to need another one later down the line, and it's something that they'd rather avoid. But at the same time, I'm still in pain. It's a bit awkward, isn't it? So I just noticed while I was recording this video that I've started breaking out again. So I just thought, like, I'm just gonna continue this video and do a face mask. I'm using that. So upon realizing that they can't help me, basically, I sort of find myself in a very weird stage. I find myself in between accepting this pain and kind of knowing that I'm probably gonna have this all the time and it may get worse to the point where eventually I'm gonna need a hip replacement and I'm just gonna have to kind of deal with that concept. But there's also this side of me that doesn't wanna accept that. When I was diagnosed with lupus, yes, it was difficult, but I was much more ready to kind of accept that concept of being in pain probably for the rest of my life with lupus, because you already know when you're diagnosed that it's a lifelong disease that has no cure. You know that. With FAI, with this hip problem, it's not necessarily seen that in the same way. A lot of people, I don't know the amount, but a lot of people get better after surgery, or hip injections with steroids, or physio. I genuinely thought I was going to get better after this surgery. I genuinely thought I was going to be back doing sports all the time. I'm struggling to accept that this might have to be the way it stays. I'm really struggling. My microphone on my other camera just died, so the audio is going to change for a little bit. But yeah, that's sort of where my head is at the moment with it. And I'm glad you listened to me while putting on this ridiculous face mask. This is calcium bentonite clay, by the way. I try to do this every week when I am able to actually look after myself, and it really helps my skin, because that little breakout I had on my face is not cute. And I leave this on for about 20 minutes and then I wash it off. And this wasn't even supposed to be a skincare video, but you're getting both, so. I wasn't making this to answer the questions that I was asking at the beginning. How do you deal with it? Because truth be told, I don't know how to deal with it, because I literally had that appointment this week, Tuesday or Wednesday, I actually can't remember. Who does? Who does know how to deal with when someone tells you, I can't help you anymore for your pain? I don't know if I'm at a stage where I want to accept the hip pain as something that I'm gonna have to deal with. I'm gonna be honest, I think I haven't accepted that. I think I don't want to, and I think I probably still think that I can get rid of it somehow. And I know, once again, that a lot of people are often at this stage where you're straddling that line between accepting the pain so that you're mentally not feeling like you're fighting something all the time, but also kind of just not wanting to give up. But yeah, I think that's it really. Let me know your experience, because I know a lot of people that follow this page have a similar situation. Thank you all for watching that video. I hope you enjoyed it or got something out of it. If you're watching this video on YouTube and you liked the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to You Look Okay to Me on YouTube, and make sure you turn on the notification bell so you can be made aware of whenever I upload a video. Have you noticed that I like to always do this in one breath? It's quite difficult, but I enjoy it. Anyway, thank you all for watching that, and I will see you in the next one.